Okay, so if this tells you guys at all what kind of day I'm having, I've got makeup like all underneath my eye. I just went live on my wall when I was trying to go live in our team group. Thank God I didn't like just keep rambling on. But I have a couple of really important pieces of information and announcements for you guys. And so I wanted to go live. Sissy, stop it. For you to give you those pieces of information so that you have that information. And now that I'm live in the right place, now you can have that information in the right spot. Okay, so just like I said, ignore all of this. It's been crazy day. So a couple of things. Tomorrow is the 25th, meaning that tomorrow is the final day that auto ships will officially run. So when those run, then I always recommend everybody start in with the checking. Well, then you should be checking your reports before now, but checking those failed Smart Ship reports and seeing where your numbers are at for the month so that you know that what you need to be pushing for. Like I said, you should be checking those reports long before the 25th of the month and messaging people before then, but specifically you need to kind of know, because then things kind of lock in on the 25th for what you can expect that are not going to be new enrollments. Okay, so a couple of reports I want to point out to you guys. If you go into your back offices and into the report center, I'll flip this around really fast. Go to your back offices and then your report center over here. You're going to click that. Then anything here are the pre-populated reports that are unique to your account, right? So on there is a report called, what did I just click? Failed Smart Ship, no PV. This is going to load up those people in your organization and tell you whose sponsor they belong to. So there's a couple of ways that you can do it. You can go through and sort these by your level. It'll show you any level 1s that are affected, and then you can go down to levels 2 and so on and so forth, okay? So definitely want to make sure that you're contacting these people and such. And one of the reasons you want to be contacting them is last week we put in a new security feature where I'm going to make sure I say this right because I've been hearing it said wrong several times and it really confused the crap out of me. So we put in a new security feature where the billing address on the account, has to match the billing address of the card they're using, but the shipping address does not have to be the same as those, okay? So I've heard a lot of people saying it wrong, and they're saying that like the shipping and the billing have to match. That is not true. So I just want to be very, very, very clear. And like I said, please tag your teams. This is super important information that is going to make a difference for your end of the month and your numbers. So they put this security measure in place, I don't know, last week sometime. And so we're getting some new accounts and existing accounts that have been failing because of this it's like AFV or AVS or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the error message is. And then it says fail at the end of it. That error is due to those things not matching up. So this is important because if your customer gets that error, then obviously their order can't go through. But I'm telling you guys, all of this stuff to tell you how to fix that problem, okay? So sorry, somebody just tried to call me. I just got off the phone with my ESR and I was like, I need to know all the things because I have to tell my team all the things so that they know that this, number 1, is happening, and number 2, how to fix it, okay? So I just got off the phone with her and she said the simplest way for somebody to fix this problem is to go into their account where they're trying to place the order. So let's say they're going to order, so they're going to go to shop, and then I just put something random in my cart, and then I'm going to hit proceed to checkout. And here's where the problem is happening, and they may not even know that it's like happening, okay? So, the shipping address is going to be wherever they're going to ship it to. So this can be wherever it needs to go. It doesn't matter, okay? But the problem is happening with the billing address, okay? So what they need to do is act like they're going to add a new card. And if they are adding a new card, let me just add one so I can give you guys an example. So they're going to go to add a new card, fill in their information here. I want you guys to see my card number, so I'm going to lower it here. Okay, and then this information right here has to match the billing address that is connected to that card, okay? This is where the problem is happening. So then they could submit that payment, and it can be, it'll go here, and as long as this all matches, this is where the problem is, not with the shipping address. So the billing address attached to that card has to match the billing address attached to the account, and that is how you make that happen, okay? So now let's say they're not adding a new card because I added a new card, right? So that, is going to make the problem go away. Well, if they're not adding a new card, they just hit this trash can button, delete the card that they want to use, go to credit card, and re-add it, okay? So then once that's re-added, they'll be able to update that information in the account and submit the payment, okay? I know that was a lot of words. I know it was really confusing, but it's a solution. And whereas previously I was so freaking clueless on what anybody was even saying to me and how to fix it, because they were saying shipping has to match billing, I didn't understand how that could even be possible, and that's not correct. So I'm coming to you guys with the solution and the correct information, and hoping that you guys can sort of get the word out to your teams. So tag your teams in this if they're getting a weird error, if their customer's gotten a weird error, and then of course if they are seeing all of a sudden a bunch of failed orders in those reports that are back there, you need to start pulling those reports, checking in with those people, and getting some of these issues fixed so that it doesn't affect your numbers for this month. And then hopefully, I know I've been talking with ESRs all day, they're hoping to either be able to solve the problem so that we don't have to kind of fix it on the back end, or lessen those security measures moving forward so that it doesn't keep happening. But for right now, all we have to focus on is the problem that is right in front of us and how to handle that issue and fix it. And so this is the solution. And if you're just hopping on, make sure you go back and watch. Super important. I want to keep this really short so that nobody is discouraged to watch it, so that they know what to do. And if you have any questions, make sure you put that in the comment section. Tag all of your downline members. Like I said, this affects you. This affects their numbers. This affects their bottom dollar at the end of the day, their bottom line, those rank advancements, all those things that you're pushing for, okay? So, like I said, problem, solution, explained, tag your teams, okay? Have a great day.